these are the risk assessment procedure. As an auditor, you have to perform these procedures to obtain an understanding. Once you obtain an understanding, these are not called the audit risk. That is not the audit risk. That are just the risk factors. Once you obtain an understanding, through that phase, these are called the risk factors, because with that factors, it could be possible for you to identify audit risk either at the FS level or at the assertion level. Once you link that information with the FS level or assertion level, you have to think, you have to analyze what could go wrong at the financial statement. When I say what could go wrong at the financial statement, it means the financial statements are prepared in accordance with IFRS. So there is a possibility that because of that information, management may not be able to comply with that, with the requirement of IFRS. Now, let me just summarize with few examples. For example, as an auditor, I am doing the audit of a company. At the planning stage, I was supposed to obtain an understanding of the environment. I am required to obtain an understanding of the environment. When I am obtaining the understanding of the environment, it came to my knowledge that there is a new competitor in the market, and because of a new competitor in the market, the revenues of the companies are declining. I got that information. That is not the audit risk, that is a risk factor. The second step is to link that risk factor either at the FS level or at the assertion level. So let's say I assume that because as the company's revenue are declining, so it means that the company could not be able to sold its inventory. So there is no risk on the existence because the inventory are existing at the warehouse. Because of that information, the company owns or has the right over that inventory. What could go wrong? It could go wrong at the valuation. So how we value the inventory? The inventory are valued based on IS2, and as per IS2, inventory shall be recorded at lower of cost or NRV. So the risk is management has not calculated, management has not recorded the inventory at the lower of cost or NRV. So my friends, there are only 3 steps which we have to comply. This is just the drafting technique, and this is the exam tip. Once you get a question of audit risk in the exams, which is a mandatory question, you just have to highlight the risk factors that are appearing in the question. That is your first step. Once you identified that risk factor, you have to link that risk factor either at the FS level or at the assertions level. And once you link that risk to the assertions level, you have to analyze what is the requirement of IFRS, and the risk management may not be able to comply with that requirement. So in the next class, we are going to study what is the difference between business risk and audit risk. How from the risk assessment procedure, let's say analytical procedure, from how it is possible for an auditor to, by performing the analytical procedures, what are the analytical procedures and how it is going to help the auditor to identify the audit risk. And obviously in the next class we are going to attempt the past papers and using that diagram and the drafting structure to draft our exams questions. Thank you so much.